In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to add comments in Google Sheets, from the very basics to some powerful pro tips that will transform the way you collaborate. Whether you're putting together a budget with your family, tracking a team project at work, or just organizing your own data, comments are the secret sauce that makes your spreadsheet a two-way conversation instead of a static wall of numbers. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. First, let's talk about what a comment actually is, because understanding this will make everything else click. In Google Sheets, a comment is like a digital sticky note attached to a specific cell. Unlike the notes you might remember from old-school spreadsheets, comments are designed for conversation. You can write a question, leave feedback, or even tag another person to bring them into the discussion. The beauty of this system is that it keeps all the context right where the data lives, so no one has to hunt through emails or chat logs to figure out what that number in cell B5 actually means. Now, there are a few different ways to actually create a comment, and I'll show you each one so you can use whichever feels most natural in the moment. The most straightforward method is the right-click approach. Simply click on any cell in your sheet to select it. You'll see a blue border appear around that cell, which tells you it's active. Now, right-click anywhere on that selected cell, and a context menu will pop up. Look for the option that says Comment. It's usually about halfway down the list, right above Notes. Click that, and a small dialog box will open, anchored to that cell. Type your message in the box, and then click the blue Comment button to save it. Once you do, you'll notice a small yellow triangle appears in the top right corner of the cell. That triangular indicator is your visual cue that a comment exists there, and anyone who hovers over or clicks on that cell will see what you wrote. It's subtle, but very effective. Now, if you're someone who loves keyboard shortcuts and wants to work faster, there's a much quicker way. With your cell selected, press Ctrl+Alt+M on a Windows computer, or Command+Option+M on a Mac. That key combination instantly opens the comment box, skipping the right-click step entirely. This might not seem like a huge time saver for one comment, but if you're going through a large spreadsheet and adding feedback to dozens of cells, those saved seconds add up fast. I use this shortcut constantly, and it's one of those things that once you start, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. There's also a third method through the top menu bar. Simply go to Insert and then select Comment from the drop-down. That's a bit slower, but it's good to know it's there if you ever need it. Here's where things get really interesting and where most people miss the full power of comments. When you have your comment box open, you can type your message just as you would anywhere else. But if you want to get someone's attention, you can tag them directly. Type the @ symbol followed by the person's name or their full email address. As you start typing, Google Sheets will automatically suggest matching people from your contacts or anyone already shared on the sheet. Select the correct person, and their name will turn blue in the comment box. More importantly, that person will receive an email notification directly from Google Sheets, telling them that they've been mentioned and giving them a direct link to the comment and the cell. This turns your comment from a passive note into an active invitation for a response. This is the difference between leaving a note on someone's desk and tapping them on the shoulder to ask a question in real time. One common pitfall I see people stumble into is confusing comments with notes. They look similar, but they serve very different purposes. A note, which you can add by right-clicking and selecting Insert Note, is static. It's like a permanent marker on the cell. It doesn't have a reply thread, and you can't tag people in it. A comment, on the other hand, creates a threaded conversation. Once you post your comment, anyone who is shared on the sheet can click into that same comment box and reply to it. This creates a running dialogue right inside the spreadsheet. You can resolve comments once the issue is sorted out, which hides them from the default view but keeps them in a history log if you ever need to go back. This threading feature is invaluable for project management, feedback loops, and any situation where you need a clear record of decisions. As a best practice, I always encourage people to be specific in their comments. Instead of writing something vague like "fix this," try "Hey at Sarah, can you double check this formula? The result seems off compared to last month's data." That clarity saves everyone time and guesswork. Also, if you're working on a sheet with a lot of collaborators, get into the habit of resolving comments that are no longer relevant. A cell cluttered with multiple resolved and unresolved comment indicators can quickly become visual noise, making it harder to spot the truly active conversations. Just click the checkmark icon at the top of the comment thread to mark it as resolved, and the yellow triangle will disappear from the cell. So let's recap everything you've learned today. You now know how to add a comment in Google Sheets using right-click, a keyboard shortcut, or the top menu. You know how to tag a collaborator with the @ symbol to send them a direct notification, and you understand the important difference between a comment and a static note, as well as the power of threaded conversations for keeping your teamwork organized. By mastering this simple feature, you've turned your spreadsheet from a one-dimensional grid into a dynamic workspace where ideas and questions live right alongside your data. If you want to take this further, try combining comments with conditional formatting or data validation to build a truly interactive dashboard. Thanks so much for sticking with me through this guide. If it helped you out, please consider saving this video for later or revisiting it the next time you need a quick refresher. I'll see you in the next one.